Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Soka TV. It is your boy Ifa Pereira here. We're having another educational session today on the Ifa Orisha tradition with none other than the Araba Ifakolade Atinumo, the Honorable. Today we have with us, we're continuing the discussion today on an issue part two because there was so much to discuss. We could not have cover everything in the last session, and today we have the roving moderator with us here today in his usual um, vehicle, roving mechanism. If I want to use that word, we have none other than Omoawo Ifakumio. Awo, welcome. And he's roving, and the data is roving. Go back to yeah, I see you back on board. Good to see you again. We know there's a lot going on with the COVID. Let's not waste no time. Introduce the Araba, please, because you kind of behind time today.
Yes, so welcome Araba Ifakolade Atinumo of Odiolowo Mushin State, Lagos. The Ekabo is on.
Oh, we seem to have lost him there. Well, while we wait for the Araba to come back on, because there's a lot going on right now. If I come here with the discussion on issue last week, I know you would have had reviewed it. With what we discussed, is there anything you'd like to ask or add?
I would like to ask Araba when he comes on.
Okay, well, we have him here now.
The notion that any and everything that can go wrong, is it up to issue or are there other forces at play?
Okay. So we welcome Araba.
You understand my question?
Yes, definitely, most definitely. Abu Aboye Baba, how are you?
Right.
Baba, it's good to see you. It's been a while. I know the COVID has us in a sort of survival mode right now, but the show must go on, right? Somehow. So it's good to see you. Welcome, and we are very thankful for your time and your presence again, Baba. So if I come here, continuing from last week, he has some questions here for you that he think is necessary to ask for a certain amount of clarity for both the beginner and the advanced. Well, if I come here,
you know, just in conversation with fellow owls, some people may come with the concept that anything that can or will go wrong, people always blame issue. Are there other forces at play or energies or Orisha at play that can interrupt or cause something to be disrupted other than issue? Is it that issue will always get the bad name for it?
That is not only thing. It's not only for issue alone. First thing, I give praise and thanks to Almighty Olodumare.
Sure.
For bringing us back today.
Yes.
Because a lot of rain has fell that the land has swallowed them. Many things happen. We got disappointed for not being back since going to 2 weeks ago now that we're supposed to be talking about this program. All this is to know the importance of issue, to learn the lesson that issue wants us to learn. It makes us know how important Olodumare is in our life. Because you want to do something and it's easier for you to do. Give praise and thanks to issue. and always be gratitude to Olodumare. You want to do something, it's not easier for you to do. When you get it done, give praise and thanks to it for making it done for you. Always also give praise and thanks to Olodumare. The question you are asked, that a lot of people will do something, they deliberately do it, but they put blame on this. We don't know what we can say. What about Olodumare? That when we do something or something happens, we say that is how Olodumare wants it to be. Did Olodumare want bad things to happen to us? No, he don't. It's part of our destiny. We have no other person we can talk, we can abuse, we can insult, we can embarrass than Esu. That is why he is the best friend that we have. He should not reproach and he don't revenge. You deliberately go and steal money. You now lie on Esu that it is Esu that confused you. Remember that you told your wife that that my boss has real money, but he's very greedy. One day I will do him. So you forget that you told your wife that, or you told one of you discussed one of your partner. So when you do it, where are you blaming Esu? But you are blaming Esu. Esu just slamming on you. Because he knows that he is capable of being lied to. Because if Esu is a weak energy, as soon as you lie against him, he will quickly tie your mouth. You understand? Don't lie again. Stop lying on me. I'm not the one push you to do it. You understand? It's not a wicked energy. So it's a controller. It's a teacher. It's a counselor. So don't be surprised. It can be you. If the nobody knows that Ifakomiyo is a good brother to Ifakorere, I know that if he lie on you, there is nothing Ifakorere will do again. So anyway, I forgive you because of my brother. So that is why it's doing what it is. That is why people are doing things and the services that cause it. Why must it cause it? No, it's not this. It is because they know that that is the only person they can lie on. Why can't them lie on the go? Say it is so good that made them do that. So we quickly kill them because you don't want to lie on him. You understand?
Yes, Baba.
Yeah. Yeah. Baba. Thank you for answering the question.
No problem.
Thank you, Baba. Yes, it's important. You wanna Ifakomiyo, you wanna Baba, we had this discussion just a bit on Eshu Ipako.
Eshu Ipako?
Yeah. Yes. What
at
is
the back
that?
of the head?
Yes. What is that? Why is that something to acknowledge? What is it in its entirety, and what role is it play in people's life? Eshu Ipako.
Ipako is Ipako, I-P-A-K-O. Ipako is Ipako. It's at the back of the head. A lot of people don't understand why they are doing it. When you are praying that Esu do not confuse me. Esu, don't stay behind me. Stay in front and clear the path for me. Open the gate of transformation for me. They touch the Ipako for Eshu not to stay there. For any negativities not to stay there. They are telling Eshu to not allow any disturbance behind them. You want to do a good things, a good projects, and you are praying. That is the place where you can point, where you can touch and ask, because you don't know who is behind you. You understand me? You don't know who is behind you, who is at your back. So you are dancing in front of people, but some people are laughing. They are making jest of you. So they want you to fall on the ground during your performance. So when you are doing the prayer, you are touching that Ipako that is to please do not allow any negativities to stay here with me. Is to please do not allow any detractors to come here, to stay behind me, or to stay beside me, or to spoil my good things. So that's the purpose of the Ipako.
Okay.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you for that. If I come, you have any other additions for the question? To the question? Or?
Well, Araba, is the issue Ipako also aligned to the Udu Ogbe Ate when issue got his haircut when he left the barber?
No. No, don't put it together. If you initiate it into issue, they will put the energy behind your head at Ipako. Means that they said that is where your Osu is. That is where your energy was. So, and those who are going to put it there, they are going to be an elderly priest or priestess, not a young priest. Because there are some Oriki chants that they will be invoked. Now, in Ogbeate, that what to refer to, anybody can do that. When you lose somebody that is important to you, you quickly take up your hair. You know, a lot of them say, hey, this one, oh God, we have to die together. Because you have already put all your life on it, on him or her. There is no one you trust in this market again, except that particular person. Who are you going to start with? You know, he look at himself at, is it true? If it is true, either true or false, I have to do this, so I have to go with him. So he quickly shave his head and put a little at the back of the head.
Okay.
Thank you, Baba. Baba?
You have any
Hello?
Yeah, I have a question. I have a question concerning language, because it's something that us in the diaspora, we deliberate a lot on it, and we debate a lot on it as well. How important is language? How important is language? The language of the practical tongue. To say prayers, to say what your heart desires, And what role does Eshu come in with as the divine messenger of the universe to translate these messages or this language that we speak to the universal language of who we are speaking to?
Mm.
You would
You
like me to
know
repeat the
that
question? Mm.
there's no language, there's no place in this world that both Isu and Orumila did not go through. There's no land in this world that both Isu and Orumila will not exist. They went to everywhere. And that is why they call Orumila Apedefeyo, the one that heard different languages. Now, Esu, as close to Orumila, is close to Olodumare. And Olodumare plants little different Esu inside our hearts. And each community, Esu puts Olodumare puts Esu in each community as the gatekeeper, as the security person. So once you have a security man, you're supposed to understand his language. And if you don't understand his language, you find someone to interpret it for you. You understand?
Yes, Baba. A
So,
bit, just a bit.
so language is not a deep, it's not a big deal with Isu. He
Right.
knows the trick to tell you, to ask you. He knows the trick he can use. If you speak any language that you don't understand, he knows the trick he can use for you to elaborate the message you
Mm.
read for him.
Understood. That is something over in the diaspora here. Even up to just yesterday, I was seeing discussions on it on Facebook where the language, is not that important. Heart, and intention of the individual. And that has been an age-old discussion. A very good friend of mine said that whether you sing the songs, because we have a lot of mix of languages in the diaspora as to how we sing songs to reach our people. And some words to the motherland don't make sense at all. Even though we think it's African and then it's mixed with this and that, yet still the energies still come. A lot of people say just do your best and have good intentions and it will manifest. How true is that? And is issue fundamental for that dynamic to occur?
Well, there is something that I don't understand about how people say that they are getting the energy. There are some Mauritians that they have very well way to bring their energies come. If you initiate it to Shango, if your Shango is fire, anytime they throw something on the ground, like a tin or can, and it makes sand, your Shango will come out.
Hmm.
Anytime you move close by the fire, Shango will start manifest on you. There are some that their Shango is rain. Anytime, anytime they put water on their body, their spirit will come out.
Hmm.
Spirits has their own way of coming out. But I don't understand some things where some people will just get us together and say that we are expecting Baba to come now. At the end of the day, the Baba will come. To me, I count it as a fake manifestation. And that Baba will start to talk about what we have been discussed before with him. Why must I believe in that? Or come to him and talk about a particular person. Manipulation. So they have used it against many people. They have used such idea to gang up against some people. And these are what Orisha don't want. You might be doing feast. If the manifestation will come, it will come. It's not compulsory to come on your head as a priest. It can come on a guest. Maybe it's the first time for that person to come into your heart. So all those things, I don't understand why people get such message. And I would not like to talk much about it. I know is that when the drum going on, sing and song for Orisha, people dance. The more I had the beating of the drums, the more energy comes from people. I believe in that.
Understood. Understood.
When beating the drums, singing, the more those songs coming out, the more the energy comes. So, you understand?
Yes, Baba. Yes, 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 definitely. If I come here, it look like you have arrived. You are no longer roving, but it look like the internet has arrived too, or the internet left. If I come here, are you with us? Oh Lord. If I come here. Oh Lord. Hey, there we go. Well, Baba, let's just continue until we get back if I come here to be with us. Something that
I'm
when
seeing you
it
all very good. I am here. I am here. Is you Araba? Can you hear me?
the internet speeding up, it delaying a lot.
Mm.
You know, answer a question like 30 seconds after. Yeah,
Okay.
you know, kind of be,
I want to
become fluent.
Araba, concerning there's a lot of miseducation concerning Eshu and the Udu Oshetura.
Hmm.
A lot of people have been stating that Yeye Oshun gave birth to Eshu. Is this possible?
It's not, it's a great lie. It's a great lie. We don't have that information in Yoruba land. You understand me? I read it
Okay.
in a book too. And I told people that what this man wrote here is a bloody liar. It's not true.
Mm, sure.
It is not true.
Sure.
And if you ask our elders, they will tell you that it's not true.
Okay. But
Wow. It's a lie. It's just the same. I know he would have elaborated just last week a little more on it, understanding the Rumole and he would have expressed the concept of issue has to be there before a certain time. You know, it cannot be created out of a situation because that function was been carried out for eons. You know, so he did elaborate on it last week, but as you say, it's just a lie. Forget that. Baba, you know, just off topic, but even staying to the topic, how important is it for people to stay away from the books when it comes to Ifa, as opposed to learning from the traditionalists themselves, like yourself and others who actually
Baba Ifa.
are Baba Ifa? Even though it is said that some of the writers are Baba Ifas, how do you deal with something like that?
Let me quickly come. I can't tell people not to read the book because not every one of us can learn Ifa. But what I would advise them is that do not depend on that book. You understand me? There are some information that we cannot put on media about each Odu, about some Orisha. There are a lot of information that we cannot put on. You understand? So my advice for you, look for a good Baba Ifa that will teach you what Ifa is. And when they are teaching you, let them explain each word for you. So that when you are translating it, when you are writing your book, you will not confuse. You will not have mistake. So that those who don't even have knowledge like you in Yoruba land, they will not be able to control you. Because if you are asking me, if I teach you 1,000 of people, and I want to translate it for you, if you don't understand it, ask me so I can elaborate this very well for you.
Understood. Because the books seem to be, whilst I understand, it's supposed to be helping for us and to educate us for the ones who probably can't come to the diaspora. You know, it seemed to be causing a lot of contention because a lot of people are taking it as truth. Temples are even built on it.
Well, let me tell you something. Let's look at Ayasalami book. He only wrote two stanzas on each Odu. But he did not write any information on Iretelshe. That's one. Sacred Oracle by Epega. By Epega, whatever is good. He too only wrote two stanzas. And there are some stanzas that they even wrote one. What I want to tell you is that out of 1,640 that we said, Ifa is minimum of 1,640 informations. And I come out and give you 40 information on one Odu. Where is other 1,600 plus? Where is the other 1,600 plus? Where are you going to get that? So you can never let Ifa finish. There's no one in this land that will say that he knows the whole Ifa, he knows extra. You can know the whole Ifa when you learn two stanzas from a Jogbe to Fose. You see that you have already made a good record. So you have when what is the education system? So and continue to go to college
That's
after secondary school.
Understood.
Nobody can say that in any family. Nobody.
Right. If I come here, you have anything you want to ask?
um well on that caught with my pants down. Concerning issue. Um well, there are many people who doing these scams and putting all these issue icons on sale. These issue allergy and issue ashit and all these wonderful things. Baba, you want to say anything about um is it right for somebody to buy an Orisha from outside, from buying
Well,
icons for
I
Orisha?
don't I don't know how I can answer that question because they are selling their market. But it is you that you know. It is you that you know that you want the best. Go and meet your advisor. They will do the strategy that will work for you. You understand? You can buy the aquabira. You can buy the ajere. You can buy any other stuff. But I don't know what you can do about that one.
um,
Uh,
You understand?
yes, Baba. Someone is asking here,
Mm-hmm.
this issue, Mahogany
What
Summers,
is it?
this issue here, my prayers.
Mm-hmm. If it should not hear your prayer, how did you expect somebody to hear your prayer? It is the one that will carry your voice to the heaven to tell Olodumare that you are asking for some things, and Olodumare will put a share on it. You understand?
Yes,
So
Baba.
there is nothing. There is nothing Olodumare did without the approval of his.
Hmm. Look, we have Miss Summers asking another question that is in alignment with Ifakumio's question as well. Can you buy a statue and give it offerings? The icon or whatever it is. Can you just buy one? Yeah, I got an issue and just start to give it offerings, you know?
Anyway, as I said earlier, I can't say what somebody is doing is wrong, but if you want to do as Oruna wants, we are not.
um,
You understand?
Yes, Baba. Miss, it's good to see you again, Miss McGregor, Pascal McGregor. Ifakumio.
yes.
Someone is
You
asking
know.
here.
Mhm.
I had a dream, Miss Summers again. I had a dream my issue statue broke. What do you suggest that she does at this point?
Did she buy it?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know her circumstance, but
As Araba, every like how when you receive your operation and you receive the issue for that such operation.
Uh,
yeah, we seem to get him back here now. Yes, Baba. So
Araba.
look, she's saying Only I don't know what that is. If I come here, do you know what that is? Baba seems to be a bit
Um,
stuck there.
online, yes, online. It's online.
Online.
Yeah, she bought it online.
Sorry, no, sorry. Only.
Online. Yeah,
Lord.
well, that's the thing. Was it even consecrated for you? Is the issue even there?
Yeah, yep.
It
It's
broke.
just a statue. Correct. Go ahead, if I come here.
Because if you dreamt that it broke, just showing that it wasn't really there for issue to accept anything there, or what you're focusing on as issue. Who's to say issue was really there collecting any offerings from the statue? Because they would have, for consecration of items, they would have done certain things to align the person to the Orisha being consecrated, so that the Orisha will
Exactly.
hear the person's prayers. So um by just trying to feed it, you you just putting something there and expecting issue to get it, while it might be anything coming and eat. But I would leave Araba to answer, hopefully when he comes back on.
Yeah.
But
Um,
we don't,
Miss.
as Araba was saying, we hope people don't just buy items, buy icons, and place it, and hope that the Orisha will just accept it and work with it. There are things, there's what we call consecration items, and it is only someone who is learned and can really do that once they have been taught how to work with that Orisha and given the authority to do so, that they will be able to consecrate it and call the energy to use that as a focal point to receive its offerings and prayers.
Agreed
So
and understood. Miss. Yeah, sure. So Miss Beef, I want to go. I just want to ask a question to Miss Summers and all the other viewers. Have any one of you else experienced just buying these things online? And I would honestly ask, boy, Mr. Diaz Olumbe, look we brother boy, abro boy you. If
mhm.
it is you have been buying these things online, who are the people that are selling you these things and what are they telling you? I think we need to know what this is right now. So Miss Summers, if you could give us information on that, that would be great. Where you got it and who told you that it was, okay, if you just decided to do it, that's fine as well. We are all here to learn. But let us know how you got that statue and who told you what to do with it, what, why, when, and how, please. So we have a question here from Miss McGregor. If we inherit a consecrated issue, how does it align with us?
Will inherit,
I think we have back the
hopefully.
Araba here. Baba, are you there? Can you hear us?
There are some, there is code that we are used to put to to join them together. We are calling us to join the eating stuff together with taking as
We seem to have lost him again, Lord. I don't know. I know his electricity was giving some problems today, guys. I know the information is very valuable, but it's a little difficult to get because of the situation. But we're not gonna give up. We're gonna keep at it. Don't worry about that, right? Yes, online. But my Baba has one for me from an online botanica. An online botanica. Anybody want to elaborate on that for me?
Botanica, those places have all, we might call her as places where they'll sell all the icons. Where people will shelve icons, and you'll see them selling the 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 containers where people would buy to put their orisha or the statues or ojubo or those things, or oils and candles. The spiritual stores.
Right,
Botanica is
right,
really
right.
a spiritual store there. Yeah. Right? But what and also there are those botanicals that are from the Cuban Lucumi Santeria kind of lineage. So like some in America, and then you might find those from even Nigeria, where you would see some people selling icons and say this is the Orisha X, Y, and Z. But as I was told by some Babalawos, is that there are many Muslim wood carvers who would carve a lot of these Orisha icons and still call these things demon and whatever. But they are doing it because they know there's a market for it. There's a market for it. But there are some icons that even when they are carving it out, there are certain incantations they have to be saying when they're carving or when they're molting and doing some of these things. So who knows exactly that is why you should really try to get it from your spiritual family. Align yourself with a Baba Ifa or your Uluwo, your Olorisha, your Babalorisha, your Iyalorisha, your Iyanifa, whoever is your spiritual parent, because to be buying these things, you're getting cut in bags. Sometimes you might be buying, unless it's like items that you are working with and like OB, palm oil. Some of these things, these are items you use for prayers and these things. We ain't saying nothing wrong with buying these items, but you see, when you talk about consecrated items or items to be consecrated, it's better you have a very good contact with your uluwo, whoever is your teacher, and these things, and they themselves would know who to go to, where to go, who they will buy from, who they recommend to to carve the icons and do it for you.
Hold on, if I come here just now, I think my head hurt me there. Yes. So just now, Miss McGregor is saying most of the esoteric stores they would they would say that they would activate it for you, and from what you're saying, it obviously doesn't work like that. There has some an alignment and a spiritual protocol. One per se. You understand? It can't just be I get this from you and I get this from you and I get this from you and I get this from you. You know, as she's saying, spiritual family. A lady is asking you when you tell issues in your when you are told issues in your home or is your doorkeeper, what that means. I'm not an Orisha, I'm spiritual Baptist. Um, you want to answer that question, or you wanted to just review the show a little more?
Everybody has an issue, so the
Everybody.
issue is always there.
Once
Everybody has an
once
issue. Once you
once
have
is
life, you have an issue. Well, anything that has a Amy, a essence, a purpose has an issue. Issue is present with
well,
everything. There's an
what I
issue.
would tell the Facebook user is that she can he or she, because I'm not seeing a picture, can contact the Araba Ifakolade separately. He's on Facebook and he'll give you a lot more information uh, when you are told issues are in your home or is your doorkeeper. That's a very good message because that's that's one of the main functions of issue as we would understand. But someone here is saying, I know people who bought things online and end up with something else.
Mhm.
Ajiboshe Ibajedewa Ajigbotifa Elebuibo. End up with something else. People need to be careful. A buck in a bottle from Guyana. Lord, look. I don't know. I don't know. The face looks familiar unless she changed her name recently and I did not know. But yeah. Okay. Um we leave that there. There are salespeople who so whatever argument sells, we have to use common sense. And I agree with that. There are salespeople. So whatever argument sells, we have to use common sense. I think one of the, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, if I come here, I think one of the greatest challenges we have is people to have patience and discipline. This is why a lot of chaos occurs, because people rather not have the patience to develop what they're supposed to develop. Everybody wants what somebody else has. Nobody wants to walk their path and achieve their destiny. Their eyes get big and they look at other people. So therefore, there's a
Well,
market created out of that.
concerning the question the person who is a spiritual Baptist asks, if you're a spiritual Baptist, you would have a spiritual parent. Please consult your spiritual parent before going outside your house, because these are also whether it's Orisha, is Hindu, whatever. There's protocol and protocol. If you fall under a certain order, follow your order. If somebody come and give you a message and say you this inside by you, go to your spiritual source first. Consult with your spiritual source first. If you have a spiritual parent, a spiritual father, spiritual mother, whether or not Orisha is they know about Orisha, or they condemn it, let them know, all right, this, that, and the other. But um, seek, let them try to find information for you, or let them give you permission to go out. Because we have a lot of elders who we try not to steal, how to say it, try to steal students, or try to
It's
steal members
unethical.
from other
It's
people's
unethical.
place.
It's
Yeah,
unethical.
I don't want to say steal, but if I have a child, my son wants to go by Ifaporere, and Ifaporere is so willing to adopt my son without me as the father knowing, that looks bad. That's
Yeah.
horrible. How
Very
Ifaporere could want to take my child from me without even me knowing about my child.
understood. And I totally agree with that. There has to be some morals, like discipline. The word I used again. A lot of people, and I'm not saying who's the as or you Facebook user. We're not saying that you're deliberately trying to be mischievous, but we don't know what your circumstance is exactly as well. But we're just trying to explain so you would be guided accordingly as to how things would usually go in this circumstance. So, Miss McGregor, if I come here, we still in Gabak Baba, so we try our best. I have a question: if we inherit a consecrated issue, how does it align with us?
Hmm. Um, Honestly, um, from I don't claim to be no Baba. I don't claim to be anything. I'm still a Omoawo learning, but from witnessing consecrations of certain Orisha, when a Orisha is being consecrated for someone, um, the Orisha must respond to the person who it is being consecrated for, and the person now must now say with their own words,
The
or
only
such.
person,
Baba,
Well,
yes, we have him
the,
back there.
the only person, the only person I can recommend for you to prepare it for you is either your Baba Ifa or your Lurisha. Although be careful, because I have seen a man that a priest from Nigeria to him and called this with Swabiye. That never exists.
Ishua Baba.
What nice. But why what is that?
is that the issue for pregnant women or something?
Oh gosh.
Hmm. I think
You know what? That's how
you
it
know
goes. Yes, if I come
you
here,
know
go
we
ahead.
should get a GoFundMe for Araba to get some to help
But sure,
with
just a bit more.
pretty sure. Well, but Araba is back.
Baba, can you hear us? I think he's frozen again. Lord. Well, if I come here, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Inherited, yeah, the inherited Orisha. Um, even like in death, there's something called Adawole, where they would
You broke up a little
what
bit there.
oh gosh, you hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, like when a person is when a person passes on, sometimes hold on. Sure, sure. Yeah, yes. Yeah, sorry about that. What I've known about some when a person want to inherit certain things, according to Ifa, if the person is initiated into a certain ritual, they would cast the either if it's the Ikin or if they initiate to some ritual, they would cast the their cowries, their Erin de Lagoon, and consult with the deceased to find out if the icons would remain with a child or be destroyed or what the deceased will want. And from there, I believe once the person was divinely chosen to receive the Orisha, I believe the Orisha should work with that person.
So basically saying it is not just a situation where they could just get up and say, well, what about if it is mother to daughter, God forbid someone's mother passes away and would something has to be done again besides the fact that
Well,
you
I
should
cannot
ask the
say. I
question.
don't know.
Well, Miss
Honestly,
McGregor,
I am unaware. I would say whoever is your spiritual advisor, if you the icons from your parent, please, I'm sure you're supposed to have a spiritual family that you would consult with. You would have a spiritual elder. Let them guide you. Let them tell you how to work the issue if the issue was left for you and how to connect the issue to you so that the issue would hear your voice when you're praying. That's the most I could say because as I say, I'm still learning. But sense and protocol, at least consult your elders. My father passed away. He had this Orisha yard. He left it for me. Okay, who is the elder, the spiritual elder who would have um, been working with your father, or even your own spiritual elder, and let them consult, do a reading, find out, and Orisha. On I really cannot say because I am still learning, but I would still say consult an elder.
I, I think we have a Araba back here now. Let me see if we can get him just for this last bit. Baba, yeah, I know it's a bit frustrating and it's frozen again. So, guys, I think we'd have to wrap up this show a bit early today. The technical difficulties are there, but we're going to continue the discussion. I think the next Orisha that we're going to, suggested by the Araba, was Ogun. Yeah, we're going to have a discussion on Ogun next Wednesday. It's going to be very, very interesting. Because I want to know about this warriors, these warriors that we would receive. How did it become this? Is it something that is part of the motherland? Yes, no. What is it really? Osho, see, um, these these three warriors that people would say is part of this collective
Excuse,
body. Uh-huh,
excuse. There's a statement that was put up, but I would have really liked Araba to talk on it. Miss Mahogany Summers, she said,
uh-huh,
everyone has issue because no
yeah.
initiation is required. Um,
I think she was speaking about when you were speaking on the
that
door
everyone
issue,
has issue,
right? But
but
I don't
even
think she
when you
understands.
initiate it into IFA, you receive your issue. There's an issue that comes with your Udu, with your there's a even though you may have a connection with issue, but through initiation, your connection becomes clearer, and you are now empowered to work with the Orisha in alignment with
So,
your destiny. Even so, um, I would like Araba
and that,
to really go back on that next time. But
yeah, a lot of things that get us carried away too is the holistic concept of the Orisha and functions or purpose of the Orisha, and then they don't understand how it applies to you, in particular to your destiny. So we have this thing where Oshun women feel is they're obligated to be swinging left, right, and center because of their little understanding of Oshun. And they don't understand that Ori and destiny is all a mathematical sum. Everyone's answer is not going to be the same, but everybody have this tendency that they will just go with whatever suits their fancy and it's affiliated to the Orisha, and that's an Orisha practice. I kid you not. That is how some people practice Ifa Orisha. But guys, if I come here, have anything to say before we close off? Because we're on the hour mark.
um, honestly, I like as Araba started off, he made sure and let us know that everything we do, whether else people might want to say something going wrong is issue, is actually how much we acknowledge Uludumare in doing anything.
Right.
So, we had to give our acknowledgement, our Iba to Uludumare, Iba to our Uri, Iba to our Ifa, to our Udu, to our mothers, our fathers, to the earth, to Baba Yeshu, to the mothers in Yami, say Iba, Iba, to our ancestors, mothers, and fathers. Um, sometimes, sometimes we might say we want to do certain things, but we didn't say by the grace of Olodumare, and by not acknowledging that
I'll
everything
acknowledging.
that is done is by the grace of Olodumare, just by not acknowledging that we may not have gotten the grace of Olodumare to do something, something mightn't happen, and we keep these we again as Arabas say we give Ishu the bad name, give Ishu the bad name, and Ishu is the only one who could really take the bad name because give anybody else that bad name and you would see something. So
Nice.
just giving thanks, give thanks and for everybody who continue to listening to the show. Give thanks to Araba again for giving that his time.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you.
Ifa Porere for initiating the show.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
started it in
It's a love. It's
when
a
it was
love.
2009. When we started it 2009.
Yeah.
No, it's 2009.
Yes. Yeah. After the summit.
Yes, Summit and Choga. Yeah,
Yes, correct.
Summit
Yeah.
and Choga.
Yep, yep. That's 11 years ago, bro. Time, time. That's a topic. That's a topic I really want to discuss as well. You know, but I want to make that a kind of round table discussion. You see that thing we call time, how valuable and important that is, and yet still how insignificant it may be according to the view and standpoint where you would look at things. Time, right? But if I come here, I see you stabilized today, but you'll always be the roving moderator. Respect your knowledge a lot, brother, and I thank you for taking the time to come on. Have to shout out my brother as well. I will Sammy. Um, we need to hear from you, brother. We need to hear from you, right? And
I was
thank you
Sammy
again to the Araba
Kuchinga.
Ifakolade. We need to do something with Baba's connection. We know COVID has us a bit restricted as to how we could operate. We would have extended the difficulties he was experiencing. That's why we're not on as much as before. Things have changed and it's become a lot difficult. So we actually trying to see how best we can rectify the situation. But besides that, guys, we're very thankful for all the viewers again. And next week we are going to discuss Ogun. Baba. So with that, we say all that more.
But,
Good
but
evening. Yes.
put put out we asking all singers and chantwell send a little voice note so we could close off with a little something. Today was issue. You could
Yeah.
have get a little issue chant to close off. Next week you could get a Wogun chant to close off. Start some, do a little
Yeah, we could do
local, push it.
we could do something like that. We could do something like that. That's our vibes. That's our vibes. So guys, answer to the call. The number is 319-8100. Send your songs to that number. WhatsApp your songs to that number. You can send it video or you could send it as a voice note. It's
Iribo
fine.
Wale.
Either way. Oh gosh, you know we're gonna harass his tool. So with that, guys, see you next time. If I come here, we out.
With that, boy.
All that ball.
Maybe meet in peace and blessings next time.